Welcome back to watching Business Incorporated right here on Channels Television. We'll head to the markets now, and I will not reveal the color of the day. I'll just leave wheel. Thank God I don't have red, neither do I have green, so I'm free. Wheel.
Yes, we know
Do
that
you
the
come
market.
bearing good or bad news?
I come bearing good news at intraday. It's
Ah.
always intraday news. You know that midday, glamour that
What's
we
the
have.
color of your news?
It's green. It's green. The color of my news is green. But we'll wait to see how the color.
Close.
Yes, close out today. But expectedly, as analysts are expecting, this month is a bullish down.
Yes. Really bullish.
Abdul Rashid did say that it was a bullish down day because we have more gainers than losers, and the market is still in the red.
Yes.
So it's more like, okay, we'll see how it goes. August historically is known for its downtime, but let's see how September.
Yeah, you noted some points yesterday. It's summer period. People want to chill with their family members, travel, and then you thinking about school fees again just around the corner. So don't worry, we'll get back up.
We'll definitely get back up there. So we'll see markets opening at intraday. Positive sentiment seen at intraday. We see Nigeria's NGX was trading up 0.05%, 95,000 still holding on to that level there, and South Africa's GSC is also trading up at intraday 0.62%. We're seeing Egypt's EGX30 at intraday is also up 0.25%. That's mostly positive sentiments that we're seeing now. Now, Kenya's stock market closed in the green on Wednesday, 1.56%. But let's just get behind the scenes at the NGX and see what's happening there. And Ambrose Obodion is the Chief Research Officer, is there to give us the numbers, the facts behind the figures. Good afternoon, Ambrose. It's good to have you on the program. Ambrose, just get us behind the scenes there. What's happening at the NGX? What's driving numbers at intraday?
Yeah, for me, I would say that the investor are still kind of doing what we call a sector rotation at this point. And don't forget that in any market, there are some sectors that lead the bull or the bear. As we speak now, I think that the interest in Owando and some insurance company have supported the market this afternoon. And I believe that before the market close for the day, we'll know if this green light we're seeing now will sustain at the end of the day. But for investors in Nigeria, I think it's becoming obvious if they fail to look at data. If you look at Nigeria data, the month of August and September are always a missed month for the market. Knowing that for the last 27 years, we saw that the month of August was down for 18 years and up for 8 years. Say that August is never a good market for investors. For traders, take advantage of that to buy into value and wait for the earning season that comes in October. That is why the month of August and September is what I call it a positioning month for traders, and why investors are looking for where to go make money at the end of the board. Once the month of August and September comes at end, they usher into the last quarter of the year, which that seasonality play out in that season. For me, what we're seeing now is an opportunity for investors to accumulate value, and why traders are buying into rotation to make money on the short run.
Oh, so we've seen banks been in the news now. We've seen them, trading down. Yesterday, banks was down. Yesterday's trading session, sentiments a bit shaky with the banks. There have been incidents of cybersecurity. Last week, we saw an attempt to hack into GT Bank's website. This week, we also see Fidelity Bank also, addressing an alleged data breach by the NDPC, that's the Nigeria Data Protection Commission, over 555 million in fine. We're just thinking about how this plays into sentiments in the market. But before you give us your analysis, let's just get a quick look at what banks are allocating for data security. I see the banks in their capital raise, they're beefing up their security, their cybersecurity infrastructure. You could have that on the screen very quickly. I see that GT Bank is allocating about 15 billion naira for security and fraud prevention software. Access holding about 68.62 billion naira. Zenith Bank 19.85, Fidelity Bank 19.01, and we also see FCMB Group also allocating 16.22, primarily for IT upgrades and also cyber security. These banks are investing in technology and this hardware. How do you think the focus now, if you see the bar charts, the charts showing this, displaying this, how does it feed into investor sentiments about the banking sector and the future of banks? Because a lot of calls, we've seen reports here and there, the banking sector might not perform well after the bank recapitalization.
Yeah, for me, it's not peculiar to Nigerian banks alone. Across the globe, investing in cyber security is a must for the bank. because we are taking the depositors' money. I need to protect those funds. That is why seeing banks investing hugely into that aspect of their operation, into security. For me, it's a welcome development. But don't forget that in any economy, what is happening in banking is also filtering into the economy. That is why I say banking sector is the engine room of any economy. Yes, consider the government here over here are thinking of having a trivial economy, come before the end of the year or the next year. But we can't do that without having your effective or a robust bank. And that is why, like we just mentioned, that the sentiment in bank as we speak now is a bit mixed because of what the overregulation of the bank, and also fiscal authority also setting the bank is also a part of dampening investors' confidence. But I believe that in any economy or any market, investor has a role to play. Why? That's why we have investors in the market. We also have traders in the market. It is what we are doing in the market that determines what we're going to do. Despite all this missentiment we're seeing, there's a lot of cyber issue, there's a lot of what overregulation, a lot of what government taxing the FSL windfall of the bank. All this absent sentiment in a market where mainly all the banks and the banks are in the market seeking for what? For funds from the public. But when the public see that the sector where they are seeking funds are highly overregulated, and also for that, most of them also have to state what is my goal, what is the attraction on the market, also what I'm going to earn at the end of the day. That's why I say want to look at this sentiment and the banks in two ways, for investors and also for traders. For investors, this is an opportunity for you to buy into banks that show that yes, they have a record of good dividend payout in the history. And also that also means that we know that yes, past performance is not guaranteed of the future. But because of the nature of the banks, policy alone can make banks to make money. That's why when I look at interest rates for almost 2 years, 3 years now, I've seen that banks have been making money for the past 2 years because of what? High NPR. That is one thing. Another thing that I should put in mind is that yes, at the end of the day, for those that are investors, this bank, if they collected all this money or this money comes to their coffer, they're going to do more business because the bank become more robust to do business and at the same time earn more money. But for traders that are in the market, is it the right time for you to buy banking stocks? Because at the end of the day, all the banks will kind of float up their share in issue. The bank going to triple their performance on top of the month so that they can earn earnings to pay good dividend. Yes, we want to say not on the immediate time or the short term, but because the banks will have good money to do bigger business. That means in the future they might make money. That's why I say for those that are thinking long, you can buy a banking stock now, even as they are coming to the market to raise funds, especially those that are selling at a discount within the market price. But for we that are traders in the market, we want to look at what will drive the price at the end of the day. As we speak now, all eyes are on the banks into dividend that are coming. But for traders, are you interested in dividend? What is the peak of these banks? If most of them have touched almost at the high 35, 25, are they going to get that price again for traders? That is why in the market now there's a missentiment because those that are investors are looking for a cheaper price to buy at the current price offer, while traders are still waiting to see what will drive banks' price. For me, I believe that for investors or traders, let your investment objective drive you in this market for banking stocks.
Okay, so how do you see the market performing today closing? Because we're seeing this, we think Tuesday's green close, as I mentioned yesterday, probably was a fluke in the market. It wasn't sustainable. We're seeing it's in the green today, but we don't know how it's going to close. So could you just look into your crystal ball and tell us how is the market going to end up today and probably for the week? Because we like an analyst did say, August historically is a month of downtime for the NGX. So what do you see for the market today?
But for me, I see the market maintaining the green position, even though it might be marginal. Saying that yesterday we saw that at the end of the day, we saw that the trading pay of market portion we saw a decline across all the tenor, the 91, 182, and 1. It tells you that yes, if this trend will continue, it will be a plus for equity market. Especially, we have seen that the month of July we saw a slowdown in inflation. That is also a kind of figure that we might see the coming MPC meeting in September. We might see a kind of a change rate for NPR maintained at the keys now. But if there's any slowdown in terms of cut down or kind of rate cut from them, fine. But even though the lecture or change at the end of the next month MPC meeting, that would be a plus for equity market. That's why I said what we are seeing in the market today, it might be at the end of the day, even at the end of the day, because what we're seeing at the options have given a sign. If this trend will continue, we'll start seeing continued decline in yield or rate in physical market. That would be a plus for market for the equity market. For me, this market might close also in green today, but not at a huge gain, but marginal gain. Already we are seeing that market has gained almost around 0.05 or 0.04 right now. That trend will be sustained to the end of the day, especially if one will maintain its position and the life of insurance company that has played the market so far, the life of Massad and ICO, and also other sectors that also support market. Maintain what we are saying now. We are seeing that we are seeing more buyers than sellers. For me, the market will close in the green at the end of the day, but not at a huge gain, just marginal to kind of reverse what we saw yesterday of 0.07.
Thank you so much, Ambrose Omodian, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting Limited, for sharing your perspective on Business Incorporated. We look forward to the market close in the green and see how investors will play tomorrow as well.
Thanks for having me.